Coin On.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. This is Dustin with Coin Op. Today, I wanted to go over some coin searching tips and tricks to help you along your path while you are out coin searching and cherry picking. So we are going to dive right on in. First of all, I wanted to take a look at reference. Reference is key to coin searching. You need to know what it is that you're looking for, and you need to be able to very quickly, once you find something or think you found something, you will very quickly be able to look it up and figure out exactly what it is that you have. Now, there are great books that I strongly suggest having for reference while you are coin searching. The first and foremost is I always recommend a Red Book of Coins, which the Red Book of Coins, it doesn't really have a lot of varieties or anything along those lines, but what it is the standard price guide that's put out every year. Now, I personally do not use this book to figure out prices. Might use it as a roundabout just to get an idea, but I use it more to know mintages, to know what's out there, what the key dates are, the semi-key dates are, and it just has a lot of useful information in it. Now, books on varieties, I would strongly suggest the Cherry Picker's Guide to Coins. And now it's a two-part book series, and it is an absolute must-have for your references at home. Another one that's a must-have is Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. I strongly recommend this one as well. This is a pocket guide. This is a great one to have with you everywhere you go. It literally lists all your varieties, but it also lists stuff that you don't see in the other books like CUD errors and things along those lines. So it's just a very useful book. Now, for websites, there are a plethora of excellent websites out there. Now, if you have found something and you want to look up to figure out exactly what it is that you had found, then I would strongly suggest using coppercoins.com, doubledie.com, or varietyvista.com. Now, on coppercoins.com, if Chuck Daltrey has a listing for the coin that you're looking for, well, he also shows close-ups of die markers, so you can match up the die marker of the coin, and he typically shows everything from early die stage to mid die stage to late die stage with the die markers, so that way you can easily figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for. Then Variety Vista does an excellent job of cataloging and listing all of the known varieties that they can. So that's another excellent website. It's a very easy to use website. I do suggest you check it out. And of course, doubledie.com, which is John Wexler's website. That is an absolute wonderful website. He literally lists as much stuff as humanly possible. So he has a lot of varieties, double dies, repunch mint marks, things like that for you to look at over there. And then all of those websites also offer a plethora of useful information. Now, another excellent website would be Lincoln Cent Resource. That's a great one as well. Once you have your reference lined up, I strongly suggest that when you sit down, make sure you have time. Don't try to rush your coin searching. If you rush coin searching, you are definitely going to miss things. Do not rush it. Make sure you have some time to kill. Get comfortable. Make sure you are comfortable. And once you're comfortable, have all of your reference out in front of you. If you have books, have them open to whatever denomination it is that you're searching for. Now, for this video, I'm going with modern Lincoln cents, but this can be applied to just about any denomination. So have your reference open and out in front of you. If you have your computer in front of you or your phone, pull up one of those websites that I had mentioned and have it ready at your fingertips to look something up. And then, of course, you want to be organized. I myself like to separate with my Lincoln cents. When I get a box of Lincolns from the bank, I like to open them up, and then I separate them by decade. So I put all the 1980s in one container, all the 1990s in another, all the 2000s in another. That way I have all of my references set and opened to whatever decade it is that I'm searching for. I find for me that works a lot easier than just going through and grabbing stuff and looking at the dates. I like to separate them. That way I just have right there in front of me what is out there. Okay, we are going to move on to some supplies. Now, there are definitely some supplies that you are going to want while you are coin searching. Now, do keep in mind that everything that I'm going to mention on here is very, very cheap. It's very affordable. Nothing that I'm going to mention is going to cost you any substantial amounts of money. So one of the biggest suggestions that I have is you need to have something for magnification, at least 10 times magnification, whether it's a jeweler's loupe, a magnifying glass, or a USB coin microscope. Jeweler's loupes, you can buy them on Amazon for anywhere from $3 up to $10-12 for a really nice one. I personally have multiple jeweler's loupes. I use a 10 times loupe that comes with me everywhere I go. And I also have a 30 times loupe so I can see things much more magnified. I also, myself, use a USB coin microscope. So if I do find something with my loupe that I want to look closer, then I put it underneath the microscope. But I do have friends, such as Christopher Rhodes, who's a coin collector, who uses dual USB coin microscopes, and he has them just set in standard position. So all that he does is put the coins under it, just looks right on the screen with it nice and big and blown up, and he can see exactly what he's looking for. So everybody has their own way of using their magnification to search. It's a matter of you finding your system that works best for you. You are absolutely 100% going to want a scale at some point in time. You do not need anything fancy. I know if you were to go to Wizard Coin, they have coin scales for, I believe, as low as $10 or $12. You can go on Amazon and find digital scales that'll do just fine for anywhere from about $6 up to $15, and it'll do an excellent job. If you cannot afford a scale, you can always take a popsicle stick and make your own little balance beam. I've never actually used this method, but I do know people have used it to figure out that a coin weighs less than another coin, so that's always an option for you as well. But a scale is very, very, very useful while you are coin searching. You are going to eventually want a scale. And then, of course, you are going to want something for storage. When you find something that potentially is worth more money than face value, I strongly suggest immediately putting it into a cardboard 2x2 coin flip or a 2x2 Mylar flip or anything for you to be able to store it in to keep it from getting damaged from the elements or bumped and dinged. So any kind of a coin flip or even a coin album, coin books, anything that you can keep it long term and keep it away from damage. Now, while you are coin searching, I do suggest you have very good lighting. Now, when I coin search, I like to pull up YouTube on my computer, and I have a playlist that I'll put together, and I have a very large monitor with a couch facing it. I personally don't have a TV. I don't watch TV. I watch everything that I want to online. So my television is connected to my computer. So I pull up what my playlist is. I get comfortable on my couch, and I have a light directly above my left shoulder that I use when I am coin searching. With improper lighting, the lighting will play tricks on your eyes, and it will make you see things on the coin that is not there. And when you get under proper lighting, you won't be able to see it anymore. So lighting is key. You want to make sure you have very good lighting on the coin that you are looking at when you are looking at it up close. This lighting can play tricks on your eyes. Now, speaking of playing tricks on your eyes, after coin searching for an extended period of time, your mind will start to trick you, and it will make you see things on coins, once again, that is not there. So one of the things that I suggest, if you come across something while you're coin searching, and you're just a little unsure as to whether it's a variety or not, I always have a little plastic cup, and I put them in. And I put them all in there, and the next day or a couple days later, I come back and I pull them out and I look through them again. And if I don't find anything on those coins, then I toss them back in. But if I see whatever it was I was seeing the day prior, if I see it again, well, then I know I've got something. So I strongly suggest at times, before you get excited, of putting it aside, waiting till the next day, and looking again. Okay, here are some other little tricks for you. When it comes to getting a hold of coins to search, in my opinion, the easiest way for me is just to go down to the bank, and I like to coin search Lincoln Cents more than anything. Now, you can search whatever it is that you want to, but I personally like searching the Lincoln Cents. So I will go down to the bank, and I will buy a $25 box of Lincoln Cents. Now, from talking to people on forums and on Facebook, I find that a lot of people who live out in the middle of nowhere only have one or two banks in their area, and the banks don't do that for people, which I'd never heard of that. I've always been able to talk my banks into letting me get boxes. So some other suggestions are friends and family. all of my friends and all of my family all know that I am an active coin searcher. And one of the things that I will do is I will tell everybody, hey, if you save your change before you go and cash it in, bring it over, sit down with me for a couple hours, let me search it. If you have anything that's worth money, I will take it and sell it for you, and we'll split the profit. It's either that or I'll buy it from you outright. And they always get excited, and you'd be amazed at how many people bring me coins to search for them. And I do follow through with what I say. If I do find something that is worth money, I will go and sell it and split it with them. I've also talked to a lot of people at stores. I know in my neighborhood there's local corner stores, and I've gotten to know over the years some of the owners, and they know I'm a coin searcher. So every now and then I'll come on in and I'll ask them if they have anything really cool that they have found, and you'd be amazed at what kind of stuff comes through stores that is worth money that the cashiers will pull aside, or I'll buy rolls of Lincoln cents from them. Also, try to have some friends that are cashiers. If you know anybody who is a cashier, well, they get to see all of the cool stuff as it's coming in, and most of them have no idea that some coins are worth money. So make friends with a cashier. Okay, a little trick for you. While you are coin searching, eventually you're going to come across some coins that have gum or gunk built up on them, and you just either can't see the date, or it'll have glue and was once attached to another coin and they became separated. And it'll look like you have an error coin, but all it is glue that's on it. But it'll make some really weird effects. It'll look like you have something. So one of my suggestions for you is if you have a coin with lots of gunk on it, or it has glue on it, or gum, something along those lines, with the Lincoln cents, if you take a Q-tip and some acetone, acetone will clean it right off. It definitely will. Now, if you leave that coin in acetone for an extended period of time, you will damage it. And as soon as you are done wiping it down with the acetone, make sure you immediately rinse it off with warm, soapy water. Do not use anything abrasive on it, nothing that scrubs. You will damage it. I'm very much against cleaning coins, but if you do have one that has glue on it or gunk built up on it, well, it has no value the way it is other than face value, so using a little bit of acetone, in my opinion, is not a big deal. Something else that is a big help, if you ever are checking for rotation errors, where the front of the coin and the reverse of the coin are not lined up properly, an easy way to check for rotation errors is to take a 2x2 flip, and you basically make a line diagonal straight down, one horizontal straight across, and then exit. And now you have it set so that you can see your 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, and 120 degree angles. So you can see if you have a rotation error. Now keep in mind, with modern coins, if the rotation error is under 15 degrees, it typically doesn't have any extra value. But if you happen to find one where you have a 90 degree rotation error, well, then you can be sitting on a little bit of money over face value, so you can end up with something nice. When it comes to coin searching, especially with Lincoln cents, one of the big suggestions that I have for you is to know the difference between the small dates and the large dates, especially for the 1960, the 1970, and the 1982s. So I'm going to show you an image of how to spot the difference between a 1960 large date versus a small date. And now you should be looking at an image of how to spot the difference between a 1970S small date and a 1970S large date. Okay, now we are taking a look at a 1982 large date versus a 1982 small date. Now with the 1982s, the only one that is worth money currently is the 1982D small date that weighs 3.1 grams. Once again, that's where the scale is going to come into play. If it weighs 2.5 grams, then that is normal and common. But if it's the 1982D with the small date, it has to be the small date that weighs 3.1 grams, then you are sitting on a very large amount of money. The only known example is coming up for auction August 3rd, which is coming right up in a Stax Bowers auction, and that coin is estimated to sell for around $50,000. So I definitely suggest you search for one of those. Okay, another one that you are definitely going to want to know how to spot the difference with is the close AM varieties and the wide AM varieties. A 1992 close AM is worth a substantial amount of money. Same with the 1992D close AM. And 1998, 1999, and 2000 wide AMs are worth money. So it definitely pays to know the difference between the two. Okay, we're going to move on. This is my quick search list. When I am coin searching modern Lincoln cents, this is the list of what it is that I am typically right off the bat looking for. This is what I look for first and foremost. These are the major double dies, double die inverses, double die reverses, and various varieties that are out there. Well, we definitely hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely hope that this helps you along your path while coin searching and cherry picking. Definitely hope this helps you in your hobby. If you would like to help our channel, you can always do so by hitting the thumbs up button. The more you hit the thumbs up button, the more it encourages YouTube to share our content with more and more people. Also by subscribing. The more subscribers, the better. And speaking of subscribers, we are currently on a push for 50,000 subs. We are currently at right around 41,000. It's only 9,000 to go, which will be there in just a couple of weeks. Once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we are going to start a 50K coin giveaway where we are going to give away a few major double dies. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, hurry on up, subscribe. That way we can get this giveaway underway. We do have a website. It is varietyerrors.com. Once again, it is varietyerrors.com. A lot of cool stuff over there on the website. Lots of articles. There's a forum. We do have an auction side to it. Coins up for sale, so go check all of that out. If you would like to find myself or Robert Lawson, you can always do so on the CoinOp group on Facebook. We have over 4,000 members in that group, so come on over, join in the fun, share some images, talk coins, learn a little. You can also find myself and Robert Lawson both in the CoinOp sales group on Facebook as well. So if you have coins that you would like to sell or you are interested in buying coins, well, there's an option for you. And always remember, take your time, check both sides of the coin, and study. The more you know, the better. And as always, have fun.